right. Grand Rising, good afternoon and good evening. Whatever time you click on this video is the right time for you, and I thank you in advance for your viewership and support. Oh, goodness gracious. When I tell you it's not an inactive minute in the day as long as these people in entertainment keep popping off and acting up. We're getting ready to delve into none other than D.L. Hughley and the energy that he has towards Janet Jackson over the comments made about Kamala Harris and voting for the first Black female president. Now, I find it very interesting, the take that he took, the vitriol behind attacking Janet's features, stating that she's speaking with the nose of a white woman, to defect, excuse me, to deflect, because it was defective, but to deflect the energy behind why he's coming for her on behalf of Vice President Kamala Harris. Now, I find this very interesting because he never gave any proof to the claims that this was erroneous of her to make this statement, but it seemed very off-putting that he would use such a term where he's challenging her Blackness and her pride in her Blackness while defending Blackness, or what he believes to be Blackness, of another woman. So I wanted to get into the energy behind that. If someone can be ever so kind as to timestamp this video for the 2-minute and 30-second mark, please and thank you. I will timestamp it. I will pin it in the comments. I appreciate you in advance. What is the energy behind D.L. Hughley? Oh, wow. Cards already flying out. We're going to try that again. What is the energy behind D.L. Hughley and his rant on Janet Jackson's comment? Show me the energy behind D.L. Hughley and his rant towards Janet Jackson in her comment. Oh, High Priestess. So this, wow, this is attached to some of that behind the scenes powers that be type energy. This is showing me that there is a very, very well kept secret behind the underlying motive of why he came for her, why he decided to move forward, the Chariot. Tap into the secret energy behind why he decided to do this, please and thank you. So we've got an Emperor here. Okay, very controlling figure. Someone who also is over him. Queen of Cups. So Queen of Cups also represents intuition as well. Five of Pentacles. Okay. So you wanted to ostracize her, Five of Pentacles, put her in another situation like Super Bowl gate. Yeah, here it is. King of Wands represents you being very boisterous, outspoken, very, highly seen and sought after. But somebody's got your nuts in a vice, sir, because this is the Wounded Warrior, the Nine of Wands, and it falls on top of the Hierophant. And to get the Hierophant and the High Priestess within the first few minutes, you're literally speaking as a mouthpiece for someone that can't be seen. So I'm getting already from the beginning that, before I go any further, for all intents and purposes, this reading is for entertainment purposes only. All things said are allegedly. So you are a speaking figurehead for someone else that is not seen, someone that is higher up. You literally have possibly, allegedly, bit the poison apple for someone who is in a higher position, possibly law enforcement, a very, very corporatized person that you are speaking for. So, wow, it's like, you know, you are the voice box, the vocal cords for a voice that is not seen, but it feels like this is not your voice. This is a higher up. This is someone who works over you, someone who rules over you, who called the shot on you making this commentary. So I do not feel that this is his direct energy. This is a hit piece coming from someone else, somewhere far higher than him. But why though? Hold on. Oh, could it be Kamala herself? You know, had you in secret in the fold speaking for her personally? Because Queen of Swords falling under the Seven of Swords, that's very, very, you know, underhanded, covert type energy. So, wow. This feels like, you know, the order itself gave you to go to make these remarks. But why are you the wounded warrior over this? Why is it not working the way that you felt it should have worked? What is that? Yeah, so remember I said, you know, a corporate official, a higher up official, or someone who could possibly work in law enforcement, someone who is very sharp-minded and analytical. This turned into an unrequited offer. I'm literally hearing the phrase, you went too far. Now, okay, so now they're separating themselves from him because of the groundswell that came out of the way that he addressed her. Wow. So the very people who you decided to speak up for and to do this hit piece for, allegedly, are not pleased at the way that the people took in this information. This did not settle well in the spirits of people, whether they agreed with you or not. The way that you spoke about her came off in a way that didn't fare well with the people. So just as they used you to speak for them, they are separating from you because they no longer want you to speak for them because it caused tension. I don't think they expected the backlash that came out of this. Um, I'm channeling the antics of the powers that be are not working. Celebrity is not working the way that it used to. They're not able to corral the masses the way that they used to. It's backfiring. It's not working the way that it used to. Yeah. And this is causing heavy anxiety. But notice this is causing heavy anxiety for this woman because of the way that people see her being watched. Okay? Yeah. So behind the scenes, the decision to come at her full throttle, to fight against her, to battle against her, it's sowed some really bitter seeds, and the harvest that is coming out that situation is causing anxiety. What'd I just say? These people thought that you would be able to balance a situation. Now they're telling you to walk away from it. They're walking away from you. They no longer want you to be a figurehead, a talking head, for whatever it is that they need to convey. I literally heard the words, Boule is not working. So, you know, this woman who is behind this lion, okay, she's comforting and coaxing. I don't know why that word was so hard. Coaxing this lion to, rise, to become active. And this is falling under the high priestess, which means this is a very high level secret, okay? And in return, it was supposed to bring a wheel of fortune. Bingo, that's what this is. So in return, this was supposed to bring a wheel of fortune, but unfortunately for you, this did not work that way. And now it is a wish fulfillment to bring an end, a close to this cycle. And this falls under the Hierophant. So these very high up people who are behind this, allegedly, okay, they want to pull the plug on this. They don't want to delve into this any further. Why did they get off into this in the first place? Why did they decide to use this approach? To balance everything out. They figured if they invested in using these figureheads to do the talking for them, these prominent people, these prominent voices in the community, that it was going to balance things out. It was going to help to build an alliance. Yeah. So it's like now, it's like everyone involved is sorry for taking this leap of faith. This turned out to be a very foolish decision to speak in such a way. It's not about him, not agreeing with what was said. It is the way that he attacked her and how he spoke about her. He didn't expect it to strike a nerve, a chord, the way that he did. He thought that he had a better handle on the Black community. He thought he had this in the pocket, and now it's anxiety because he and whoever sent him are worried about the way that they're being seen, the way that people are viewing them after these comments. So, what they sowed into this situation, it brought a lot of strife and turmoil on the back end. This is what they did not expect. Yeah, like I said, here's the apology and wanting to close the cycle after, coming out with this vicious verbal attack. But a lot of people are separating from him and his brand, the Eight of Cups. Yeah, they're separating from him swiftly. So do not be surprised if, this may eventually affect advertising and things of that nature. viewership numbers, things of that nature. And it feels like, DL feels like he has his hands tied. He feels bound by this situation, trapped even by this situation, because he is the face of this situation. He is the one who actually spoke. So when it comes down to it, he really, really has us back against the wall, because the people that we don't see will not be held accountable for his, commentary. He will have to carry that alone. So, yeah, he definitely has his nuts in a vice in this situation. Yeah, it's going to bring an end of a cycle between him and whoever this is that contacted him to, speak on their behalf. And he's going to feel, SOL, because I did this for you. I spoke up for you. I was supposed to get XYZ out of this. Where is the loyalty after this turned and went in a way that you didn't expect it to turn? Yeah, so now he's going back and forth, because it's like, I'm stuck no matter what. I'm trapped in this situation. I'm bound in this situation that I thought was going to be a wish fulfillment. And he's got to tread lightly. It's like, I, need to move forward and be more cautious about the way people view me, the way that I allow myself to be seen. So now he's going back and forth with the way that he defended this person on behalf of this hand that wasn't seen. And look at that. We've got people watching as you end up on this lonely journey by yourself, the hermit. And it's like he's going to go into a dark night of the soul type moment to go back and look at where he went wrong, where he overstepped his boundaries, where he misspoke. Because at the end of the day, everybody's coming for him now. The Five of Wands, they're attacking him. They're fighting him. People want a apology for his commentary. And he has to carry this energy alone. It's not him and the people that he spoke for. It's literally just him. So here he is, defending himself against everybody. Seven of Wands. And he's, people want an apology, and he's still defending himself. He's still being defensive about the situation at hand. And this is what's going to separate him from people. People are going to walk away from him swiftly because he's not properly reading the room. So we're going to keep this short and sweet. That's my energetic tap in on DL Hughley. And why so mad? Why would you address Janet in the way that you addressed her? Whether you like what she said or not, it didn't have to be so vicious. At this point, you're going to make people contact Monique to come back and cuss you out again. But I'm going to go ahead and close this reading. And meet me on the flip side, because next I'm going to tap into Miss Jackson and see how she feels about this situation and the energy around her, and DL Hughley's statement and the fake apology from the so-called manager / publicist that doesn't even work for her. Now, y'all, that's nuts. But yeah, I'm closing this cycle out. This reading is adjourned. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye, y'all.